PYPL. Strong second quarter results. Adjusted EPS coming in at 119. That almost, 20 cents better than the street estimate, Pete? That's pretty good. Basically, I'd say that the billions of dollars that they are taking in PayPal speak to the strength of their model and to some of their offshoots of PayPal that people really enjoy using on a regular basis.
Yeah, this is almost flipping the script and having exactly the opposite kind of results, John, from what we just talked about with Diageo. I mean, everything that you look at PayPal, you mentioned it as far as the earnings. That was a number they absolutely crushed. If there was any place that you might point to say, well, not great, I would say maybe it was the revenue. It was basically in line, but a little bit of a beat, 7.9 billion, looking for 7.8. So they did beat it, but it was also up 9% year over year. And as you and I both talk about all the time, I think it's pretty important to see what those year over year numbers are, not just stepping over something that a bunch of analysts had lowered things down. But that was pretty impressive, I thought. And also, when you look at the earnings, and they're only up 36% year over year, we've got ourselves a company that's absolutely crushing it. Now, they've had their issues in the past, John, but it sure feels like everything is going in the right direction, including the forecast that they gave. The margins were better everywhere I looked. And also heavy volume coming into here. When you look at free cash flow of 6.5 billion dollars, I would say that these guys are doing pretty well. The rest of the balance sheet looks great as well. So this is a stock that I think if you look at the 52-week high, it's a long ways from where it is right now. This might have a little bit of a room to start moving even higher because of what we see this quarter was an absolute killer and the forecast itself.
Yeah, Pete, it was in the 60s, low 60s at the beginning of the year. Going into these earnings just last week, it was down around 58. So it was down, call it 5% on the year. This actually puts it positive on the year. Yeah. This move today makes it positive for the year. So good news there. People use Venmo a lot. That's one of their many subcategories, if you will, folks. Pete uses Venmo a lot, apparently. So good for you, Pete.